These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please do your own research. Share information if you have any. And this is for fun, okay, for all of us to discuss things. Also, if you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Truly, winter is here. It's not black and white, the screen, okay, because some people have accused me of having filters. It is really black and white the way it is right now, but it's beautiful. What do you guys think? See that? I feel like I'm on the set of Vikings, you know? You hear the water? God is beautiful, you know, God exists for sure. At least that's my belief. I am doing photography today for sure because it's so pretty outside. You know, I gotta tell you something. I don't know about you guys. I Google Meghan Markle and Netflix. Just put that. And the first thing that popped was that picture when you see my video. I told you about a year ago that Meghan Markle was doing a documentary or reality TV show about her pregnancy. Now, many of you ridicule me. And I've been telling you for almost a year now that it wasn't privacy that they wanted. It was secrecy. Do you know what I mean? Secrecy is different than privacy. Now, Harry, remember when Harry went on Oprah and he said that he had no choice but to take the Netflix deal because his father had cut him off from receiving millions and millions of pounds. Does that mean that he's forced into doing Netflix just like he was forced into being in the royal family? What do you guys think? Does that mean that he's going to quit Netflix? I think that that's the spin that he's giving now because Netflix is not happy with him at all. And I mean at all. Now, that means that he's going to quit because obviously Netflix doesn't bring him any joy. You know, I'm just going to make a pause here. I posted on my community YouTube page what felony treason is in the UK. And you guys have seen what that is. And it fits Harry and Meghan Markle to a T because they're trying to do everything they can to destabilize the royal family and the monarchy and the good they do. So they're trying to yeah, that's felony treason. Just look it up. I posted it on my YouTube community post. Look it up. And they're both guilty.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty.
Now back to Netflix. With Netflix we have, one of my friends is working, she works for Netflix and she's very high up. And from what people are telling, from what she told me, they're not very, very happy at all with Netflix. Now we have Prince Harry stating very publicly that if you're not happy with a job, just quit it. That's because this is a man who has never had to worry about paying the rent, who has never worked ever in his life. What he was doing for the royal family was not work. Even being in the army was not work. You can listen to Trevor and he will tell you what being in the army is about. Harry did none of that. So clearly he's not happy with Netflix because it's something that he felt forced to do. Him and Meghan felt forced to do. So what should we do about it? What is he going to do about it? Is he going to quit? Then anybody who hires him must now know, and Meghan Markle, that they're not happy working. That they're working only because his father refused to support two grown-ass people anymore. That's really what the message is. I hope you guys are listening to that message. And anybody who hires him has to listen to that message. Because if it were up to the two of them, they wouldn't want to work. If you listen also in the Oprah interview, when Oprah asked them, would you go back to the royal family? They didn't hesitate at once. They said yes, because they don't want to work. They really don't. They want to go back to the royal family, but they want to have their privileges and everything else without the work and dictating their own terms, which is wrong. Anybody, whenever you work, you have duties to do. That's why you get paid to do. You see? So this is where we had these two idiots talking crap. You know, I don't know about you, but when I was 17 and I got my first job, I mean, I needed the job because I needed to pay the rent. I didn't care what it was, and I did my job well, and I was grateful for that. A job is not who I am. A job is what I do to make a living, pay my bills, and support my son and family. You know, it doesn't define me. I know people who are, you know, janitors, and they're very happy people, because being a janitor is not who they are. It's a job, and they're grateful that they have it. So, I mean, every job I've had, I've been very, very grateful to have it, and have tried to perform to the best of my ability. I'm telling you, and now that I own my business and stuff, I really wish I could go back to working, because it's quite a lot of stress, especially when you're a farmer. So it's clear that these two idiots, they don't want to work, which is why Spotify, again, Harry went on Oprah to say, I was forced to sign a Netflix deal that could potentially earn me millions of dollars because my father refused to keep supporting me. He cut me off and only gave me a couple of mil. So that means he's not happy with Netflix. And remember all the clicks on the camera, click, 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 click everywhere, how they brings back terrible memories. That was almost PTSD for him and for Meghan. Remember Meghan doing that hamburger ad that she was so proud of? Because she wasn't getting any work. This is a woman who was really at the bottom of the bottom list. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of crazy if you ask me. Now, the York women. How do you expect two snakes, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson? I call them snakes. How do you expect two snakes to give birth to dogs? They're going to give birth to snakes. Make no mistake, they went to the Christmas Carol right at the time when the picture of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell popped up. And that's because of her father. Their father took them there. And the Queen was in residence, which means that they mixed together with the Queen. So, and they're sitting there at the Balmoral, which is the Queen's private retreat. You know what I mean? So in my view, Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge were doing them a favor to try to show to the world that they're still part of the family in spite of the fact of all this scandal. And they couldn't even be gracious enough to be warm, because they are like Meghan Markle. They're very good friends with Oprah. They're very good friends with Oprah, with George Clooney. That's why they were George Clooney. One of the reasons George Clooney was at Meghan Markle's thing was because he was there because of the princesses, Eugenie and Beatrice. Especially the red hair one. She really dislikes Prince William and Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge. Just those two girls. And I don't know why people think that they're great. They really are not. When Sarah was exposed selling access for cash, they weren't angry or upset about their mother having such low moral compass. They were angry their mother got caught. And they were angry at the newspaper reporter. Now, I just want to clarify something with some people. Because they're saying that it's perfectly normal for Prince Charles to give him a CBE, OBE, and citizenship to this guy. That's illegal. It's called the Honors Act of 1925. People are saying, yeah, but they can't be recognized. Yes, of course, and you do. Just like Prince William is doing with all the companies that are assisting him in Earthshot. Basically, he posts the logo of the people helping them. He publicly acknowledges them. But selling a citizenship is illegal. That's called, check the Honors Act, and I'm going to leave it at the link at the bottom so you can read it. There's a big difference. If somebody donates something to me and says, you know what, thank you, can you please put your logo there to say that I'm, representing the cause or whatever, or when you're on the speech, just mention it, whatever. That's how it's done. But when you say, you know what, because again, the 1.5 million pounds that this Mahfouz man donated, it went to maintenance of certain homes for Prince Charles. I can guarantee you that once he got the citizenship, he wasn't donating anymore. So he was actually buying a citizenship, which is illegal. So for those of you who are still coming at it, it is not right. Public acknowledgement, a thank you. But an OBE is not bought, because then anybody with money can get it. The whole point to do it, to get an OBE, is to do it through merit, and I mean, this is unbelievable that some people are still defending this. This is like the Jussie Smollett thing. Oh, but there were my lovers they're trying to defend the indefensible. Anyways, going back to Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle and the York women are tight because they're all snakes. They are all snakes. I am not joking, and I know many of you are gonna probably unsubscribe or whatever, but please, the monarchy, the queen. I am a diehard queen supporter, by the way. I know she makes mistakes, and the mistakes are that she loves her children who are corrupt, but I'm a diehard queen. It doesn't mean that I won't criticize, because what she's doing is damaging the monarchy by not holding her kids accountable for the things that are happening. If she can't do her role because of feelings, which is normal, then she should step aside. I think Parliament should intervene, quite frankly. You know what I mean? Because they're tainting her legacy. This is a woman who's amazing. I mean, the queen deserves nothing but respect, love, and devotion, at least from my part. That's my view. Does she make mistake? Because and these grown-up kids, her kids, are taking advantage of that. They're disgusting, in my opinion. But anyways, so yeah, all of those of you who think or have any doubt that the York women are not with Meghan Markle, think again, because they are. And they are the ones who got her introduced to everything Meghan Markle is doing, and they're still supporting her. This is why Meghan Markle mentioned her on Ellen. So don't go thinking that they're not together, because you'd be wrong.
Ooh, wait! Shit, great grandma, this place is nice. God damn, look at this. Yo, but like on the real though, like how long have y'all actually like had this house?
Over 300 years.
Get out of here. Hey, yo, great grandma. Anybody ever told you look like that bitch that be on the money in Toronto? You see how we live it? You see how we doing it? So you said this one right here is a picture of who? My grandma? What's her name? Diana. Yo, is she the one Michael Jackson wrote that song about?
Diana, no, dirty Diana, she is my grandma. All right.
Yep, that's how Archie's gonna be when he finds out that what he's missing on, because what Meghan Markle is doing to her own children, if she has any, it's basically criminal. Children have a right to have a relationship with their extended family. It's part of who they are. It's their identity. Can you imagine Archie? I'm pretty sure that she's going to poison their minds. But at some point, these two kids are going to start doing an investigation on their own, if they have any smarts. And they're going to find out that they were cheated by their own parents, and that their two parents are liars. That is embarrassing. You know what I mean? That is really, really terrible for these children, because they don't deserve the parents they got. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, what do you guys think? Please sign this. I will close the how do you say, the petition on Wednesday, whether it reaches the 10,000 or not, because if it hasn't gotten the signatures that it needs by now, it won't get it. So in Canada, for example, we got 80,000 signatures within 6 or 7 days needed to kick Harry and Meghan Markle out. So if I haven't been able to get, signatures, the 10,000 signatures needed by now, I won't be able to get it by Wednesday. And it's a shame because it is a forum that I'm giving you guys to voice your opinions and for us to hear and have this heard by the press and stuff like that. So it's up to you guys. But anyways, please share, like, and subscribe. And I'm really looking forward to your comments because I really don't think that Harry should be talking about anything. I think that, you know what I think it should happen to him? He should lose all of his money and everything, and find himself completely out of debt, and see if he'll take any job that's given to him. And by the way, if they don't really want to be royal, they can abdicate the royal status. It's very easy. So the fact that they don't do because they feel entitled to it says it all. But they can. Harry can perfectly say, you know what? I want to be a private individual, and so I want to abdicate my royal station and stuff like that. Let me give you another piece of history that you may not know. When, much has been made about Princess Margaret, the Queen's sister, when she wasn't allowed to marry the first guy that she wanted to marry. She actually was allowed to get married to that guy, but was told that even though she would keep her titles and all her privileges, her children would not inherit any royal titles and would not be in the line of succession. And she didn't want that because they all want the titles. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think? Let me know.